Life was bleak. I have a history that includes chronic Lyme disease, severe intractable depression, and I had been suffering from extreme fatigue for a year and a half. I was spending most of my days on the couch. I was in bed 12 to 14 hours a day. My activity was limited to about 15 minutes at a time before I would have to sit down and rest for a couple of hours to recuperate. I was 30 pounds overweight. I had chronic pain in my neck and my shoulders, and sometimes in the rest of my body. If I overdid my activity level, trying to push myself to do the things I used to love to do, like gardening or cleaning or shopping, I would experience body wide burning pain in my muscles and a post exertional malaise that would put me down for the rest of the day. I literally would have to go to bed for the rest of the day. Sometimes I would be in pain for several days, often after such an overexertion. I was isolated from my friends and my family. I didn't have the energy even to maintain relationships by phone or by text. I wasn't cooking. I wasn't doing housework. My sleep was horrendous. I would wake up all night long because I was in pain, my neck, my shoulders, my body. And I would wake up, toss and turn. I would also experience horrible nightmares almost every single night. And in the morning, I couldn't get out of bed. It was almost like I had some sort of paralysis. I just couldn't move my body to get out of bed. I had hot flushes throughout the day, every single day, frequent, maybe a dozen, 15 a day. It was really, really a challenge. I was confused about nutrition. So I stopped caring what I ate. I had terrible brain fog. My memory was getting really bad, and I couldn't concentrate or write, or I couldn't even pray. I was on literally a handful of supplements 3 times a day, spending a lot of money on supplements. And mentally, I was just dissociating to escape the reality of my situation. I would just sit and watch TV or watch videos just to kind of pass the time. Emotionally, I had become hopeless, and I was feeling very panicked that I was going to have to live this way for the rest of my life. And my thinking had just become so negative and so hopeless.
Wow, Stephanie, I know that although you progressively were getting worse, you were super, super committed to your healing journey. You had tried so many things before, not just a variety, but a whole lot of them. Because
Yeah.
I remember when we got started, we went through your very, very long list of supplements and herbal supplements. And so, what was that journey like for you through that conventional medical system?
Well, conventional medicine really didn't have anything to offer me. My regular MD never offered me anything. I knew that I was going to have to go alternative medicine to try to get better. And that's how I got through chronic Lyme disease, was through alternative medicine. But there were, repercussions from the Lyme that kept me sick. So I was still chronically sick. So I had the post Lyme depression and the post Lyme fatigue, et cetera. So then I started to try to doctor with alternative medical health practitioners, and that was just very expensive. And none of them seemed to get the whole picture. They would pick an area like, okay, let's kill the Lyme, but then they would never fix the underlying body systems that allowed the Lyme to take over my immune system to begin with. So I never found a practitioner who understood the entire picture.
Yeah,
And it
that
was
sounds
frustrating and
hard.
it was expensive and
Yeah.
it drug out for years.
How many practitioners and medical doctors do you think you went through before, finding a solution?
At least 10, I would say, if
Yeah,
not more.
amazing. And so let's get more into the specific symptoms. So let's start with the pain. In regards to the pain, what were your symptoms like? You had mentioned that you had general aches and pains all over. There was some leg weakness, arm pain, hip pain, neck and shoulder pain. You had regular headaches
Yeah.
and just kind of this generalized muscle weakness in your
Yes.
body.
which I believe is a consequence of the Lyme. But yeah, I would have periods where I would have just really bad flare ups of body wide pain and I would just hurt everywhere. And then if I rested enough, I would, get a little better. But then, eventually I would have another flare up. But for most of the time, I always had chronic neck pain and shoulder pain.
Yeah, and how have all of your symptoms transformed? I know that you have completed the program and then you've been off of the program for some weeks now. And so how are you doing at this point?
Well, I'm doing much better. I don't consider myself off the program because I changed a lot of things in my life for what I consider to be permanent changes that are going to keep me on a trajectory of health. So yeah, I the symptoms, I mean, I can just go down the list. The fatigue is so much better. I was so surprised. About a few weeks into the program, I started to make lists of things I wanted to get done. And I was like, what am I doing? I haven't done this in so long. I'm actually thinking about doing things. Like I started thinking about putting a garden in again. I have a garden, but I haven't put it in a few years. I'm like,
That's
I'm going to put my garden in. And I started thinking about house projects and cooking. I started cooking again. I started getting in touch with friends and things like that, things that were I haven't done in a really long time. And I started to be able to go for longer and longer periods of time doing activity without having to take a rest. It was just almost a little scary. I was like, is this really happening? So, and yes, it really was. Because at this point, I've finished the 12 weeks of the program. I've been done about a month now, or 2 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. And every day, I actually look forward to the day and what I'm going to be able to accomplish and enjoy that day. So I get up now and I go for a walk, which I haven't walked in 2 years. So I go for a walk. I come back, I pray, and I feel calm and I go about my day and I get things done throughout the day in a very calm fashion. I'm doing laundry, house projects, I'm shopping, I'm doing some cleaning, I'm cooking. My boys are home for the summer from college. They need to be fed, and I'm like making big meals every day for them. It's just remarkable. I can get out of bed in the morning now with so much more ease. I only need to be in bed for 8 hours at night now. I'm sleeping so much better. I don't wake up as much, and the nightmares have really gone down thanks to the help you gave me with the sleep. I can go for much longer periods of time now in my activity. It used to be 15 minutes, and I can go for much longer now. As far as nutrition wise, like I totally changed the way I was eating. It's been remarkable. I've lost 12 pounds
awesome. And you've
and
kept it
I
up.
haven't been able to lose weight in years. I just kept gaining and gaining and gaining, and I've lost 12 pounds already. The chronic pain in my neck is pretty much gone. I would say 80% gone. I still have some stiffness, but it's not painful anymore. My shoulders are probably about 60% better. I don't have the overall body wide pain anymore. And when I do exert myself, I don't get that body wide burning pain anymore. So I'm gradually increasing my activity level slowly to test how far I can go, but I'm not getting that kind of pain consequence anymore. Like I said, I am reaching out to friends and family. I actually took my goddaughter out shopping this past week. I would have never had the energy to even think about doing that. And we had such a good time. It was so great. Brain fog is much better. I mean, really much better. I don't have a problem with it. I'm noticing that my memory is getting better. I'm not struggling to find my words as much as I did before. And I can pray now. I can actually sit and calmly pray and tune in to God. And I was not able to do that before. My supplements, I'm not taking all those supplements anymore. I'm only doing supplements twice a day, and it's just a few key ones. Mentally, I'm not dissociating like I used to. I'm actually actively thinking about living. I'm actually doing something or planning for something. And it's a whole different outlook. My attitude is one of hope now and gratitude for the progress I've made. And I feel like I am a healthy person on the trajectory of even becoming even more healthy. And so I have a very positive outlook on things at this time.
What a transformation, Stephanie. That's really music to my ears. And you really hit the nail on the head when you said that you don't really consider yourself being off the program. You know,
Yeah. No,
right?
the things I learned are permanent changes to my diet. I'm continuing on with the gasotransmitter exercises
Awesome.
every day, which really make me give me lots of energy. And I'm doing a foot soaks. The mental piece that you coached me on of working actively and intentionally on cultivating a positive attitude and kind of growing that rose bush of your mind so the weeds kind of don't grow. You're cultivating this rose bush of positivity, but it's not just like Pollyanna positivity. It's positivity based on the fact that I'm taking action and I'm doing the lifestyle things that are going to get me to be a healthy person. Yeah.
I love it. I remember when you first came into the program, you were super, super skeptical, and you should be, you know, everybody should be skeptical, because I know that there are a lot of programs out there, and from experience, you can say that as well, that don't really get people the transformation that they're looking for. Like you said, they work on one particular thing, and really it's about being that healthy person, about transforming who you are when you're looking at health, when you're looking at emotional states, when you're looking at doing the day-to-day thing and taking action as well. So
Yes.
I'm super, super excited to see your future trajectory. And I know that as you continue with this, I am certain that your full recovery is still ahead of you. So thank you very much for sharing
Oh,
your story
thank
with
you. And thank
inspiring
Chris.
others.
You guys have been fantastic. Your program is excellent. You guys put 1,000% into me, and I can't thank you guys enough.
Well, we are very grateful that you crossed our paths and that we were able to work together to make a difference for not just you, but also to inspire others to take that leap of faith that it will take to jump into this program and putting 100% of themselves into it. Thank you very much, Steph.
Thank you.